You good? Good. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday on this beautiful, almost spring day. And welcome to the Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education meeting. Tonight, the Board of Education met in executive session in the superintendent's office at 6 o'clock p.m., 104 Gray Street in West Caldwell, New Jersey. The purpose of that meeting was to discuss personnel, litigation, miscellaneous, and old business matters. That meeting was advertised and is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. The matters discussed will be made public when confidentiality is no longer required, and formal action pursuant to said discussion shall take place only at a meeting to which the public has been invited. The Board of Education meeting is streamed live tonight. All community questions and comments will be welcomed here in person at the Harrison School Conference Room. The Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education regular public meeting, happening now at 7:05 p.m., is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. Notices have been sent to The Progress in Caldwell, New Jersey, Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, and Tap Into West Essex. Notices have also been posted at the Board of Education Business Office here at Harrison School Building, 104 Gray Street, West Caldwell, New Jersey, and have been delivered to the clerks in the Borough of Caldwell and the Township of West Caldwell for posting. Brian, can you please take the roll?
Yes. Student Representative Claire Kiernan.
Here.
Ms. DiMartini.
Here.
Mr. Elko.
Here.
Ms. Mack.
Here.
Mr. Diambola.
Here.
Ms. Grosso.
Here.
So we have 5 voting members present. We have a quorum.
Great. Can everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brian, are there any communications?
None.
Okay, so let's go to the superintendent's report.
I have a couple of student recognitions tonight. If I could start with asking Vincent Muchagrosso to stand up. I know he didn't want to come in front of everybody, so he could stand right where he is. I appreciate that, yes. Vincent is a 7th grader at Grover Cleveland Middle School, and he won first place in the nation of Coder Games for his age group, age 13. And then he won 3rd place in the nation in the team category. So that is one amazing student. Vincent, if you don't mind, we invite you up to the board to take a picture. Thank you so much. So many amazing kids.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Unbelievable. If Miss Erica Brock can come up to the microphone. Ms. Brock helps us run the Essex County Pride in Education essay competition, and she'd like to introduce some of the students that participated and discuss a first place winner.
Hi, my name is Erica Brock, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at Washington Elementary School. I'm also the chairperson of the Teacher Education Association's Pride Committee. Pride in Public Education is a campaign that shares the successes of New Jersey's public schools while building community support and involvement. Pride programs help increase community awareness of all the wonderful things happening in our public schools. One of the activities the Pride program took part in this year was the Essex County Essay Contest. each grade level was given a themed topic to write about. This year, I was inadvertently left off a 2-month email chain about the essay contest. After reaching out to see if the contest was still going to happen this year, as I had been actively awaiting notice, I received an email back apologizing for the clerical error and was informed that the contest was indeed a go this year and that submissions would actually be due within 5 days, only 3 of those days being school days. I figured it was worth giving it a shot and reached out to all the building administrators, who graciously and timely forwarded the information to staff. In true West Caldwell fashion, both the teachers and the students rose to the challenge presented to them. I ended up receiving submissions in grades 1 through 4, 6 and 7, and 11 and 12. Out of the districts in Essex County, West Caldwell did quite well. We had 4 semifinalists and 4 finalists. The topics for the contest were as follows. First and second grade had to write about, I look forward to going to school because. Third and fourth grade wrote about, what is your favorite part of the school day or year? Sixth grade wrote about, who is a person during your school years who has instilled pride in you? Seventh grade wrote, why is it important to accept others for who they are? 11th grade wrote about, looking back in your school career, who has had the biggest impact in your life? And 12th grade wrote about, you must do the thing you think you cannot do, is a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, a former First Lady of the United States. Write a narrative about something you did that you didn't think you could do. I will now read the names of our semifinalist winners. I will ask the students to please rise when their name is called. They have already received their prize for making it to the semifinalist round, which is a special after-hours night in July at the Turtleback Zoo, exclusively for the contest winners and 3 of their family members. Bobby Shaw, Washington School, Grade 1. James Benyo, Lincoln School, Grade 2. Caitlin Diglio, Washington School, Grade 4. And Jordan Sang, James Caldwell High School, Grade 11. I will now read the names of the 4 finalist winners and invite them to come up to receive their certificate and prize. Third place, Reagan Meadler, Washington School, 3rd grade. Third place, Mia Tabas, James Caldwell High School, 12th grade. Second place, Lucy Sandor, Grover Cleveland Middle School, 7th grade. And reading his winning essay for first place, in addition to collecting his certificate and prize, Colin Carr, first place, Grover Cleveland Middle School, 6th grade.
Essex County Education Association Pride Essay by Colin Carr. One teacher that instilled pride in me is Mike Teshkoyan. Mr. Teshkoyan, or Mr. T, has given me pride in the work I give him. He says that my work is tremendous and even hangs it up on his classroom wall. His enthusiasm and crazy classroom are what lets me know that he really loves his job. Mr. T's classroom consists of bobbleheads from books and television shows. He has license plates from every state covering the walls and is currently collecting mugs that look like presidents from the 1800s through 1900s. My favorite thing in his room is a mug that looks just like him. Every time you enter Mr. T's classroom, you see history everywhere you look, either on socks, finger puppets, puppets, or even plushies. This also makes me want to do good work because of the silly reminders that makes learning fun and enjoyable. Something else that is enjoyable is how Mr. T gives me stickers for answering questions correctly. When I get a question correct, I feel proud announcing the answer to the whole class and being rewarded for it. As a result, I want to keep learning and trying to answer more and more questions to collect even more stickers. The more stickers, the more pride. Mr. T has filled me with so much pride due to the way he runs his classroom. I am inspired to become a teacher. Teaching requires a lot of social speaking, and that wasn't my mojo. But Mr. T helped me conquer that by asking me to read questions, or like I said before, answer questions in front of the class. All of this helped me get into the teacher groove of things. It might be a little early, but Mr. T has made me already thinking about getting an education degree in college. Overall, my amazing teacher, Mike Teshkoyan, has instilled a vast amount of pride in me, ranging from small goals like conquering public speaking, or even ones like having my mind set on my future job and major.
I just wanted to take another moment to congratulate all of the students who participated in the essay contest this year. They truly did a wonderful job, and I look forward to reading all the essays next year and having another respectful showing from our district. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick break. Before we do, just on behalf of the board, want to thank Mrs. Brock for all her hard work in pulling this together. And I'd just like Mr. T to stand up. He's the man of the hour. And I think we should all stand up. Everybody stand up. Mr. T, come on. He deserves it. Now if we could have some pictures with the winners, that would be great. And we'll take a quick break. This way the kids can go home. All right, I feel like maybe we shouldn't have let anybody go because we're at another great part of the meeting, but we're going to go for it anyway. We've got Effie here to cover it, so she'll give some press to it. We're going to do the president's report, and I'm going to hand it over to our amazing student representative, Ms. Claire Keenan.
So this Friday, the 28th, I believe, the seniors are going to celebrate Decision Day because it's coming up on May 1st. Every senior has to either commit to a college or decide not to commit to a college, whatever their plans may be. And this Friday, we're all going to wear our shirts, hats, and during lunch we'll have an opportunity to take pictures with all of our peers and celebrate all the big things that are coming.
Okay, so now we're going to have Claire stand up. Let's give her a drum roll. And we're going to say Claire's decision. Here we go, Claire. Okay, and in celebration of Claire, the board has a very special presentation for you tonight. So everybody, please forgive us. We need a costume change. And picture. We all got our matching Drexel shirts on Amazon. Last week when she told us, we were like, we gotta get shirts. We're gonna do something great for her.
Thank you guys.
We're so excited for her. We're so proud of everyone. We're so excited.
My friends already say Joe's. Well, you have to visit him or her because we have the best cheesesteaks over at that part of Philly.
Thank you.
Okay, Claire, we're so proud of you.
Thank
We really are. Do you know what you're majoring in yet?
Accounting.
Accounting. Okay. Well, I will say that Claire is like historical for us because she's our very first student representative, and she has been absolutely outstanding. And even though we still have, thank goodness, some more meetings with her, we have to say you have been a blessing to us, really, and you have done your office proud. You have set the bar very high for whoever sits in this seat next year, so we're proud of you. Okay, we have just some brief committee reports, so we'll start with Mr. Elko, Finance and Facilities.
Sure. So we had our finance and facilities meeting last week. We went over a couple items, and you know, I don't know if everyone understands how the process works. Whenever we are going to make a major purchase or go through any kind of major expenditure, it has to go out for bid. So we actually put out for bid a while ago the renovation project at the Grover Cleveland Middle School. And we accepted that bid, so we're going to be looking forward to starting construction at the Grover Cleveland Middle School auditorium in the coming months. And I think, Brian, we said that that might be done sometime early next school year?
I'm hoping that's the case, yes.
Which is very exciting. So when I was at Make-A-Wish Day at Grover Cleveland Middle School, that came up twice where students were asking about the auditorium. So we're really excited to be able to improve that area. We also put out for bid just recently on the 20th the renovation project at Harrison, which we've been talking about quite a bit, to kind of convert Harrison into a fully functional school, standalone school. We'll be getting the bids in. We're already getting some of the bids in, and we'll be able to vote on that probably in the coming weeks. We also received a donation from our friends at Vero Amici, which was great, and that enabled us to purchase a defibrillator. And there was, and then of course, next meeting on the 8th is our budget. So the Progress ran the advertised budget in the edition of the Progress that came out last Thursday. There's some discussion about trying to get it online, so we're going to do our best to make that happen as well. And of course, anybody who wants to, look at the budget in depth can make an appointment and come to Harrison and meet with Brian McCarthy, the business administrator, and he'll be happy to walk you through the detail of the budget. And that's the facility finance report.
Thank you. And now curriculum and
Sure.
technology, Ms. Mack.
Sure, curriculum and technology actually met this afternoon. In attendance was Dr. Conklin, Ms. DiMartini, Mr. and Ms. Bowding, Ms. Jones, and myself. Some of the highlights from that meeting, we spoke about field trips. You'll probably notice on the agenda tonight there's a lot of field trips listed. We are working as a district to plan field trips across the grade levels K through 12. And make sure that they're connected with the curriculum. So stay tuned. There's going to be more information to follow, more field trips being listed as we go on. It was also shared that the district is trying to further its community partnerships with schools like Montclair State University, TCNJ, and NJIT. The goals here are to expand our professional development and also to enhance teacher recruitment. Finally, we discussed the different levels of family engagement that had been rolled out this year. So that some of the things that were mentioned were family as reading and math partners. So I know that this year we were invited both at night at the elementary level to attend different workshops, and then also we were invited to go inside the classrooms with our children and participate in math games, which was super fun. So that was just another way that the district is working to engage parents in the learning experience of our children. We also have been, you've probably noticed some newsletters coming out. Miss Jacobs has been working really hard on those newsletters. I know I really enjoy reading them and just getting some updates on what's happening in the classrooms. We get newsletters from Dr. Conklin as well. And then finally, the Link It portal. So that's something that is available to parents. If you're not sure of how to access it, either email Ms. Jones or Ms. Jacobs. That's a really great resource for parents just to track your child's progress throughout the year. So those are, again, just a few ways that we spoke about the ways that the district is working to engage the parents in their child's learning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to approval of the minutes. So can I have a motion to approve the minutes, the March minutes?
I'll make a motion.
And a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Brian, will you take the roll, please?
Yes. Ms. DiMartini,
Yes.
Mr. Elko,
Yes.
Ms. Mack,
Yes.
Mr. Diambola,
Yes.
Ms. Grosso.
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to public comments right now on agenda items only. Public participation shall be governed by the following. Participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of their name and address. Statements are to be limited to 3 minutes duration and may only address items on the agenda at this point in time. Participant may speak no more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. As a reminder, boards use the public comment period of the meeting as an opportunity to listen to citizen concerns, but not to debate issues or enter into a question and answer or cross-examination between the public and individual members. Be aware that not all issues brought before the board this evening will be resolved. Boards may respond to public comment by seeking additional information or by delegating the authority to investigate the issue to the superintendent or his or her designee. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, or terminate a participant's comments if it exceeds the allotted time or is objectively obscene. Participants may be civilly liable for any obscene, defamatory, or slanderous statements made during public comment. Would anyone like to get up on anything that's on the agenda only at this point in the meeting?
No, there's a huge bug over here.
Oh, yikes, Liz. Okay. Okay. Feel free to move, Liz. We won't be distracted. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to move on to curriculum and technology then.
Sure. So upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, motion to approve items A through H on this evening's agenda under curriculum and technology. And then also too, I would just like to add that we'd like to make a motion to amend the calendar for the 2022-23 school year to include May 30th as an additional day off.
Okay, great. Okay, so may I have a second? May I have a second?
I'll second.
Great. Brian, will you take the roll?
Yes. Ms. DiMartini,
Yes.
Mr. Elko,
Yes.
Ms. Mack,
Yes.
Mr. Diambola,
Yes.
Ms. Grosso.
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Great. Personnel.
Personnel, upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools, a motion to approve items A through N under certificated and items A through F under non-certificated on this evening's agenda under curriculum. And with letter M, tabling the Director, Supervisor of Student Services for further discussion.
Yes. Okay, all board members agree. We will table the Director Supervisor of Student Services for further discussion. Okay? Great. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Brian, will you take the roll, please?
Yes. Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Mr. Elko?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
I'd just like to say we have 3 resignations, so I'd like to add that with regret. It's always sad when teachers move on. It's sometimes happy for them, sad because they're retiring and we're losing them or they're making different life choices, but always like when we lose faculty in the district, it is, you know, a moment to pause and reflect and thank them for their service. So to those 3 teachers who are moving on for different reasons, we thank you for your service and you will be missed. Okay, now finance.
Motion to approve items A through L under finance and item A under facilities on this evening's agenda.
Great, and can I have a second, please?
I will second it.
Brian, can you take the roll?
Yes. Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Mr. Elko?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
And finally, policy.
Okay. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, motion to approve items A and B on this evening's agenda under policy.
And a second, please.
I'll second.
Thank you, Jane. Brian, can you please take the roll?
Yes. Ms. DiMartini?
Yes.
Mr. Elko?
Yes.
Ms. Mack?
Yes.
Mr. Diambola?
Yes.
Ms. Grosso?
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Great. Okay, we'll now return to public comments on anything outside of the agenda. Just to reiterate, to be fair and consistent, public participation shall be governed by the following. Participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of their name and address. Statements are to be limited to 3 minutes duration. Participant may speak no more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. Boards use the public comment period of the meeting as an opportunity to listen to citizen concerns, but not to debate issues or enter into a question and answer session or a cross-examination between the public and individual members. Be aware that not all issues brought before the board this evening will be resolved. Boards may respond to the public comment by seeking additional information or by delegating the authority to investigate the issue to the superintendent or his designee. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, or terminate a participant's comments if it exceeds the allotted time or is objectively obscene. Participants may be civilly liable for any obscene, defamatory, or slanderous statements made during public comment. So does anyone have anything they'd like to talk to us about? Liz, come on up.
Hi, Liz Hart, 149 Ravine Ave. I just wanted to get up here to thank Mr. McCarthy for your swift response to my inquiry on the budget. But I did also just kind of want to highlight the fact that I still think it's disappointing that you're only initially able to view the advertised budget in the Progress, which is a paid publication. I personally don't have a subscription to the Progress, which is why I reached out to Mr. McCarthy, and he was very swift and did provide it to me, so I do appreciate that. But also just want to flag again that it would be great if it was just readily available to all of our citizens. And I know he was looking into that, so again.
Yeah, Liz, I'm glad you brought it up, so I'm going to actually let Dr. Conklin or Mr. McCarthy respond to that because we just spoke about it.
Okay.
So after a discussion with the board and Mr. McCarthy, we are going to actually be posting it online.
Great.
It is atypical for the Board of Education to post anything like that online, but recognizing that the Progress is a paid service, we'll be posting it online. Next year, hopefully, we'll be able to get a free service to post it online. It's not typical that boards post the budget like that on the website. That's
Okay.
usually something they post in the newspaper. Maybe it's antiquated. I couldn't speak to that. It
Right.
probably came out when no one even had a website. So we're going to post it on our websites, on our website, which could be a little bit more difficult to navigate than maybe the product.
I know, his attachment was great, so I was like, oh, this is amazing.
So we're going to post it on the business office's website.
Okay.
And then next year we'll look for a free site to be able to post that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And
I
Liz,
appreciate
thanks
it.
for bringing it up. I think Dr. Conklin, you said there was probably only one other school
There,
district.
right now, we've kind of investigated. There's one
Okay.
other school district in New Jersey, from what we could find, that actually posted on their website. but we're gonna do it.
But to your point, to be, I don't mean to, but to your point, to be consistent and fair and very transparent, it is public tax dollars, so you have a right to see it. So that's why when we spoke to Dr. Conklin and Brian, we all collectively agreed that the best thing to do for the public, it's your money funding our school district, that you should have readily accessible access to it. So we do thank Brian too for being so accommodating, and Dr. Conklin for doing the research.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. Okay, anybody else have anything? Okay, that being said, before we make a motion, I just want to remind everyone, so Liz always keeping us on our toes, which I thank you and appreciate. Our budget hearing is May 8th. I cannot stress it enough to anybody listening, watching. Please spread the word in the community to anyone that you see. Brian will be presenting the budget. We will be voting on the budget at the May 8th meeting. There will be no pausing on the vote. It will go forth on May 8th, okay? Again, the advertised budget will be posted on the website. If you'd like to see the full budget with Brian, is like how many pages? 80 to 100 pages?
About 90 to 100. something like that,
Okay,
yeah.
but you can see it between the hours of 9 to 3 by appointment only in Brian's office. Contact Mr. McCarthy by email. He will make a time for you to view the entire budget, but the presentation will be May 8th, and we will vote on the budget, okay? I'm saying it over and over and over and over and over again so nobody forgets and says, and now we didn't know. You know, now you know. It's memorialized tonight. Okay, so now I'd like to make a motion to exit public session and enter into private executive session at approximately 7:35 p.m. in the superintendent's office.
I'll make a motion.
And can I have a second?
I will second.
Thank you. Brian, can you take the roll?
Yeah, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All against, nay. Abstentions? Motion carried.
Are we good?
Yeah,
We're good.
You sure?
yeah.
Well, if we're gonna have cake and stuff, we should just exit. It's all right.
Oh.
We'll fix it.
Okay, all
We'll fix
right, that's fine.
No
Okay.
big deal.
All right, okay, we're good, we're good. Just some technical difficulties. Now we're